Hey yo, everybody! Welcome to the final episode of the year, 11th episode of the YGS podcast. My name is Miles Matunya, but the girls call me D-Lex. D-Lex with a D, not with a P. If you don't get it, forget about it. So, I am broadcasting to you live from the Agnes Culture Center. Our home ground is the YGS podcast. As you can see today, I'm alone. As a real G, you have to have plan A to plan Z, because I'm a Gen Z. Bars on bars, baby. As the founder of the podcast, I had to round up, I had to wind up the year, uh, round it up alone. Yeah, of course. Last time when I did this, when I recorded the podcast on my own, it got 7,700 views. So today I'm most likely going to hit 15K. No lie. So, today it's a very special episode. As you can see, I'm dressed like my favorite artist. I'm dressed like Central C. Uh, with the chain here, with the earrings, with the beanie, with the hoodie, with the puffer jacket. Yeah, just like a UK roadman. So, when you're alone, people will be like, "Why is this person recording podcast alone?" We won't stop doing what we are supposed to do just because of situations. Because obviously, at the end of the day, it's the Wide Juice podcast over everybody and over everything. So, today I'm going to be talking about my Spotify Wrapped. This explains the reason why I'm dressed like my favorite artist. I'm going to be exposing my Spotify Wrapped. I'm also going to be exposing my Apple Music Replay 2025. Also, I am going to be talking about the performance metrics of the podcast, the numbers, the statistics over the past 1 year. And also, this is the first anniversary of the podcast. So, the podcast turns 1 year. We've come a long way. I don't want to lie. We've come a long way. And as a podcast, we have to celebrate. But today I'm doing it on my own as the founder of the podcast. So, this episode is definitely going to be short, but it's going to be very informative. I'm also going to be giving reviews of everybody who has been on the pod without fear and without bias and without dilution, because they're not here. So I'm going to be giving them reviews. I'm going to review everybody who has been on the podcast since the beginning. And also, I'm going to be talking about why we didn't record a pod in November. I'm also going to be talking about the reasons behind us not recording in November, yes. And also, I'm going to be talking about my upcoming spoken word jazz poetry album. Not album, EP. I'm also going to be talking about the takeover of Warner Brothers by Netflix. And also, what else am I going to be talking about? I'm also going to be talking about how, the challenges that the podcast has been facing over the past 1 year. Since I'm the founder of the podcast, I have to say this from my point of view, from my standpoint, from my perspective. So first things first, I'm going to be exposing my my Spotify Wrapped. So my Spotify Wrapped has let me see. Uh, firstly, I'm going to let you know about the minutes I've streamed this year on Spotify. I've streamed music for 60,908 minutes. That's 42 days. Yeah, so I'm a very, I'm a Spotify lover. I'm a Spotify addict. And then my top 5 genres of music that I was streaming On number 5, there's Amapiano from South Africa. On number 4, there's R&B. On number 3, there's Afro pop. On number 2, there is pop rap. On number 1, there's Afro swing. Excuse my voice, I have a cold. But I even recorded a podcast episode having a cold and on my own. It is the last episode of the year. I'm rounding up the year in style alone as a founder, and also exposing my Spotify Wrapped. So my top 5 genres: number 5 is Amapiano, number 4 is R&B, number 3 is Afro pop, number 2 is pop rap, number 1 is Afro swing. So according to Spotify, Spotify said age is just a number, and I was like, okay, fine. So Spotify said my listening age is 19. That's a good number. 19. Since I was into mostly new music, that's the reason why they said my listening age is 19. So people would want to know my top song of the year. I streamed it 411 times. Wow. My top song was Excellent by Kojo Black and Kelvin Boy from Ghana. Yeesh. Ghanaians should pay me for this one. Hey, they should pay me. Cash into the register. They should pay me for this one. So my top song is Excellent by Kojo Black and Kelvin Boy. I streamed it 411 times. Wow. 411 in Swedish. 411 times. Wow. That's amazing. Also, my top songs are number 1 to 5. Number 5, there's TT by Kiss Daniel and Fola. Number 4, it's Matisa by Baby Days. Number 3, it's Husiku Wese by Tami Moyo from Zimbabwe. Then number 2, there's Update by Burna Boy. And obviously number 1, I say that it's Excellent by Kojo Black and Kelvin Boy. Round of applause for these artists. I don't want to lie. These are legends. Then my top album, of course. Alright. I'm dressed like Central C, obviously. So my top album is Can't Rush Greatness by Central C. I listened to it for 839 minutes. Cinch for life. Central C's the GOAT. Central C for life. You know what I'm saying? Mandems for life. Is it? So my top album is Can't Rush Greatness by Central C. Then my top albums, the top 5. Number 5 is No Sign of Weakness by Burna Boy Odogu. Number 4 is A Proud Father by Holy 10 from Zimbabwe. Number 3 is Am I the Drummer by Cardi B. Number 2 is Lemon Chase Uncle K by Kiss Daniel. And obviously number 1, of course, Can't Rush Greatness CRG by Central C. You know, I'm a Cinch fan for life, bro. I'm a Cinch and Burna Boy fan for life. Oh, my top artist. Wow. The Juice. The men of the moment. My top artist is Burna Boy Odogu. I listened to him 3,182 minutes this past year. So I'm top 0.09% of the global fans of Burna Boy. Wow, this is amazing. So my top artists are: number 5 is a Baby Days from South Africa. He's also Congolese. Afro-Congolais. Mama. So number 5 is Baby Boys. Baby Days, not Baby Boys. Wow, damn. It's Baby Days, number 5. Then number 4 is Central C, of course. Number 3 is Kojo Black from Ghana. Then number 2, a Holy 10 from Zimbabwe. Woo! It's amazing. Number one top artist, of course, obviously, it's Burna Boy. Yeah. And then, so that's my Spotify Wrapped for this year, 2025. So the reason why my top 5 artists are Burna Boy, Holy Ten, Kojo Black, Central C, and Baby Days, I'll give you a reason. All these boys, all these legends, all these men, all these niggas, all these G's, they have one thing in common. They are all pest setters. They are all powerhouses. They are all individual superstars. Just like me, I'm recording a podcast on my own, and it's most likely gonna hit 10K. So yeah, that's the reason why I have these 5 artists on my Spotify Wrapped as top artists. Well, for me, my Spotify Wrapped also as an artist, I had 867 listeners, 1,200 total streams from 48 countries, 36 streaming hours. No label, no endorsement, no promotions. It's amazing, bro. I don't want to lie. My top track was Grinding Meal that I did with Kurai Worldwide. Shout out to Kurai Worldwide one more time. And it had 833 streams and 812 active listeners. Wow. My top album, obviously, is the Star album, 197 streams. My top countries, number 5 is India, number 4 is Sweden, number 3 is Zimbabwe, number 2 is Brazil, number 1 is the United States. Total playlists 14, total playlist ads 52, total shares 101, top platform direct link. Miles Matunya doing the most. 940% increase in playlist ads, 9,999% increase in streams, 2,966% increase in saves, 9,999% increase in listeners. Wow. There's a group call that I'm supposed to attend, but I'm recording a port. YG's podcast over everything. And everybody. So that's my Spotify Wrapped as an artist. Thank you very much, guys, to everybody who supported the boy, who streamed the boy. Moving on to Apple Music. My top artist is Central C. My top artist by month: January it was Central C, February it was Grikazo, March it was Burna Boy, obviously. September it was 24K Golding. Then my top song on Apple Music was Sembe by Mordecai and T-Sean. I played it 58 times. My top album is just the same, Can't Rush Greatness by Central C, 282 minutes. The top genre was hip-hop. Yeah, so that's all about Apple Music. I streamed music 3,501 minutes and 173 artists in total. That is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, so that's all about my raps. So I'm going to continue this podcast later after I attend to this call. So peace out. Okay, welcome back. I was attending a meeting. So I had to take a break. So coming back to what I was talking about. Well, I was done with my Spotify Wrapped. I was done with my Apple Music 2025 replay. So now I'm moving on to the performance metrics of the podcast and the brand in general. The Miles Matunya Network and the Miles Matunya Entertainment brand. Let me get into the playlist of the podcast. So this is the 11th episode that we have released as a podcast. We have done 10 other episodes. Episode 1 has 1,100 views. Episode 2, 7,700 views. Episode 3, 2,500 views. Episode 4, 1,300 views. Episode 5, 363 views. Episode 6, 630 views. Episode 7, 1,200 views. Episode 8, 407 views. Episode 9, 677 views. Episode 10, currently sitting on 585 views. So, as a podcast, we have been performing wonderfully. Even though the best performing episode, I did it alone. Yes, we have been performing wonderfully as a podcast. We've had a lot of guests, and now the gender matrix. Hey, not the matrix. The gender statistics have been balanced of late, with 56% being male, 43% being female, 1% being unspecified. So over the past 3 months, we've tried to balance the gender, the demographic. So that's what's going on with the podcast. Well, we've come a long way. I'm looking at our first episode. Our camera quality improved, our sound improved. The guests, we brought in female guests. We brought in Emma. We brought in Sadia. She's now part of the team. Yeah. So now, as a podcast, we have been performing wonderfully. And looking at the statistics currently, we have majority of our audience is from the United States, from Australia, from Canada, from South Africa, the English-speaking world. So round of applause. So this is lovely to be reaching people of different, cultures and religions and whatsoever. It's amazing. We have been very informative as a podcast, and I really appreciate that. So I'm moving on to the reason why we didn't shoot a podcast in November. It's nothing that's really complicated. We were touching grass. We were, moving away from social media for a while. But for me, as the founder and the owner of the network, I have to keep on creating content because, that's what keeps the channel alive. So for me, necessarily, I didn't touch grass. I was doing other stuff in relation to poetry and other, creative endeavors. But then the podcast was on pause. And also the other thing was, with social podcasts that can be political, sometimes it's really tricky. Sometimes you get silent warnings in your inboxes, and hey, some kind of way. So yeah, we had to pause and all that. But then we are fine. We are back like we never left. In our home country, we say back like Msana, back like the back. So Msana is the back in Shona. So that's what's going on with the pod, and that's where we currently stand. So we are looking forward to a very prosperous 2026. I would want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas in advance and a Happy New Year in advance. Thank you guys for streaming and supporting the podcast. Don't forget to visit the link that's in the comment section. It's a buy me a coffee link. Support the podcast. Join the membership as well. I'm just, I'm asking politely. Well, thank you very much for streaming the podcast. And also, moving on to the reviews, I'm going to be reviewing every podcast guest. First and foremost, I'm going to be reviewing Tio as our podcast producer. He has been very wonderful. Shout out to Tio one more time. He has been a very wonderful producer. He has learnt a lot, and he has taught me a lot, and he has taught us a lot as a podcast network. Over the past 11 months, we've been working together. Um, and also, he has been a very wonderful friend, apart from him being a podcast host. So yeah, my battery is now this camera. Ish. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for streaming the podcast. Thank you very much for watching. I'll continue and finish off as soon as I charge this camera. This camera is a lot. It's a lot. Peace out. Oh, okay, guys. I was saying, I was talking about Tio as a producer, how he has been wonderful throughout the year. He has learned a lot of stuff. He's a very much introverted person, but he has learned how to be on a podcast, how to help us in a very extroverted space. So I would like to, to appreciate him for that. So I'm done with Tio. Okay, I'm moving on to my co-host Nana. He's a wonderful intellect. He's very intelligent. I would give him that. My G, shout out my G one more time. He is a very intelligent guy. I appreciate how he, how he gave himself to, to the initiative, to the White Juice Podcast initiative, and we started doing this together. And I want to appreciate him, bro. Like, he's amazing. He's a wonderful brother of mine. Now he has a separate channel of his own where we posted episode 10, and I am really supportive. I'm rallying behind him. I wish him all the success in the world. Shout out to Nana one more time. Then I'm moving on to the ladies. Emma and Sadia. Emma has been a very wonderful contributor to the podcast. She was the first female to be on the pod. I really appreciate her expertise, her knowledge, her opinions that she brought to the pod. That was amazing. Shout out to Sadia. She has been a very helpful friend, helpful co-host of the podcast. I appreciate her knowledge, her input, her expertise, and everything that she brings to the pod. As a new member of the podcast, you're welcome, and we appreciate you. So that's all about the reviews. For me, I had New Year resolutions that I had made for myself for 2025. There were 10, and I managed to complete 8 out of 10, so which is 80%, and this is the best year so far in my life. I've managed to complete 80% of my New Year resolutions. I'll set new ones, and I'll see if I can complete them. So I'll carry over the 2 resolutions that I didn't complete. I'll carry them over to the next year in 2026. So Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year in advance. Thank you very much for streaming the podcast. Continue doing so. I love you guys. I love everybody. Last but not least, there's this issue whereby Netflix has taken over Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is the mother company that owns HBO. So Netflix announced earlier today that they have won the bid to take over Warner Brothers. And that's a very good thing for the entertainment industry, because we didn't want Warner Brothers, which is one of the biggest entertainment labels or entertainment companies, to be in the wrong hands. And yeah, that's the major source of entertainment. That's where most of the entertainment, theater, and film is distributed, and it's disseminated from Warner Brothers, and it also has a music branch. It has also consolidated in the music industry. It has the Warner Brothers Sweden, Warner Brothers Africa. It has Warner Brothers a lot. Warner Music, sorry. It has consolidated in the music scene as well, and we didn't want it to be in the wrong hands. So I am very happy that it's in the hands of Netflix now, which is also a very big and reputable company when it comes to film and entertainment. So I'm happy this happened. Congratulations to Netflix for clinching the Warner Brothers deal. Yeah. So, with this, I want to thank everybody for streaming the podcast. Continue watching, sharing, liking, and subscribing. I'm signing out. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much for streaming. Signing out. Danko.